Oh my goodness. What is going on, guys? Knights here with another top tier Mordhau builds guide video, and I really wanted to thank you guys for all the support you've been showing these videos. And if you did like those clips, don't forget to check out the Mordhau Monday series. It will be my weekly highlights, and I will be showing you guys these builds in action. So if you did like those few clips, don't forget to check out those series. But without further ado, let's go ahead and check out what I have been using ever since this previous update. And to simplify things for you guys, everything is still very much so viable. Nothing got a massive nerf and nothing got a massive buff. There's slight buffs and slight nerfs that happen to the weapons. So if you had a favorite weapon, just know it's not very much different. No matter what they did to it, it's still going to perform very well, and this game is very well balanced. So I've kind of laid it out more or less the builds I use the most, and these are mainly frontline builds, but I'll specify for you guys so you're clear on that. The builds I use most frequently I've put at the top. So I used to have it organized like bloodlust classes and bandage classes all separated, but for convenience sake I've been putting the builds up top that I use the most. So first off, we have an Executioner's Sword with a 331 armor layout. And I've been always using bandages in frontline for the most part. I think it's one of the most underrated abilities in the game, to be able to carry 100 HP in your back pocket and replenish it whenever you go to a crate. And Friendly is one of those quality of life perks that will save your life several times per game and probably save you from killing a teammate once or twice a game. So highly recommend Friendly and Bandage. Friendly is one of those perks that, like, if you're a selfish player and you think it's not going to be for you, trust me. Unfortunately, I can be sort of a selfish player at times and my teammates do bother me, but it will save your ass a lot, and it will also prevent you from killing your teammates. So this is probably my most used build. Second on the list, we have the Bardiche 231. So one less armor on the head, but it's not a huge deal. And as you can see, it's the same layout, a single bandage and friendly build. So this is one of my favorite builds. Ever since this new update, they buffed the alternate mode leg armor damage. So if you check out the weapon here, go into the alternate. So as you can see, 100 to the leg with no armor, and it is a pretty big slaying machine here. But believe it or not, you spawn in the standard mode, which is the short mode of the blade, and it's a little bit faster, but quite a bit less range and overall less damage if you look at the numbers, how they change. So unless you're in a tight corridor, always use this thing on max range build, or if you have teammates near you, go for the shorter build. But overall, the long build has an overall better damage output along with better range. So this Bardiche is insane, and the stab damage is kind of that of what Executioner's Sword was before they nerfed it. So not its strong suit. Don't forget to stab on occasion, but dragging is where this weapon really excels. Next, we have the Evening Star. Now, I can't say I've been using this as my top 3. I think it's just kind of up here. But this is a very good build. Evening Star did get a slight buff. Again, same layout, exact identical layout. I mean, obviously the armor looks different because it's a different design. But same layout as the Bardiche because they're both 8-point weapons. So yeah, check out the Evening Star. It does slay. It requires you to get a little bit closer and perhaps die a little bit more often if you're going to be playing really aggressive, but it can result in a lot of kills. Next, I have my Messer Buckler build. This is something I've debuted in a few other videos. It's a 331 Messer Buckler bandage, no friendly perk on this guy. I just really like the synergy of these items, and obviously if I could put friendly on it, I would consider taking 1 point off the helmet and applying the friendly perk, but I've had a lot of success with this build how it is now. And Messer did just receive a buff to the wind up, which is the overall speed. So the Messer is faster now. It's honestly so hard to gauge parries because you can actually short feint people with Messer and it throws them off because the swings are so fast. Even against good players, the short feints are super effective. Next we have this Y231 with a bandage and no friendly perk. So as you can see, I'm willing to sacrifice the friendly perk for a certain amount of armor. I mean, I think medium tier armor build is kind of a must. So keep that in mind for frontline. And yeah, you can make things work. You can be totally naked and still have decent games. I'm not saying that, but in my opinion, for top play styles, you're going to want to have some armor. This is a longsword max armor friendly build, and this is kind of for just like playing it safe, maybe having games where you're able to 1v1 duel people during frontline and have really good KD ratio as opposed to like, you know, 50 plus 80 plus kills. It's more of those, it's more for the gameplays where you're going to go for like 20 KDs and you know, have 30-40 kills with just a couple deaths. The Messer build here is a Bloodlust 2-3-1 build with a Messer, and I actually swapped this one out for the Longsword because I think Longsword doesn't work quite as well with Bloodlust. I mean, it works fine, but Messer definitely works better, and this build is super good at just getting in close and out finessing the opponent and outmatching them with how fast you can drag. And with the Bloodlust perk acquired with this class, it makes it insanely good. Bloodlust Executioner 220. This is a class I don't use a lot, but in theory it is a very good class, so don't forget to give it a try if you're a Bloodlust lover. Bloodlust War Axe 231. Now I used to have this at 330, but ever since the patch 7.0 they did a couple changes to light armored legs, so definitely wear leg armor now. It's kind of a must. So as you can see, I have upped the leg armor to 1 and down the head armor to 2. If you're wondering, a general rule of thumb, this 2-3-1 build is like a very good build for if you need to make room for a high point cost weapon and or high point cost perks. It's kind of like the best system to nerf your armor in a sense without being totally at a disadvantage. Now I'm getting into my duelist classes. We have a longsword max armor with second wind, and this is just a really good class overall for dueling. Duelist class, which is an executioner second wind 331, so 2 off the leg, so try to not get hit in the legs, but you have that second wind perk which helps the executioner out a lot. Now I have a comp build for like skirmish, and this is an arming sword friendly and 332 with longsword. All around good at kind of dueling during a smaller format, and you have that arming sword in case you get disarmed by other good competitive players. Next we have a Battle Axe duelist class. It's a 332 second wind. This is a really good class. I think it has really good drags and can throw people off during dueling, so don't forget to give that one a try if you like axes. Now longbows and recurve bows have gotten buffs, so I made sure to have a longbow class. This one is a longbow arming sword and a 1-2. Now I suppose I could throw on Huntsman for this class. I might even consider doing that. Not in this video, because Huntsman just actually got its point cost reduced to 1, so that's a really viable perk. Now I have a recurve bow Messer. This is a hybrid build, so good at like going in, or if the infantry catch up to you, you're not totally unarmed, you have a really good 5-point sword to mess them up with, aka the Messer. So give this one a try if you want. Again, you could reduce the chest to 1 and throw on Huntsman perk. That would be very viable. Next we have the War Axe 331 Cat, fireproof and friendly, and this is these ones are getting into classes that are map specific. So this one is for the new Crossroads map, and trust me guys, this is like a really good build for not being a scumbag, but like trying to continue with a normal, you know, two-handed weapon build, and you know, not playing a fire pot mounted ballista kind of build. This is a really good build to counter those. So again, fireproof, friendly, so it gets really tight on that map so you don't get clobbered by your teammates, And then cat, you know what I mean, all the high structures. If you fall off, it'll save your ass. And then good armor and war expanded. So try that one out on Crossroads. I made a shield class. I'm probably never going to use it, but I made it for people that are shield players and are new to the game and wanted to see what a strong looking shield build looks like. And this is a 3-3-3 heater shield mace, and mace just got a buff and it was already like questionably OP for how much it costs. I mean, I don't think it's too OP, but it's definitely a really strong weapon. And then a bandage, so very hard to kill this guy. And if you are a noob, or you know, not all shield players are noobs, but if you are like brand new to the game and don't want to get clobbered, this is a decent class. Again, spear class, I probably won't use it very often, but I did it just for the Crossroads map for cavalry. So yeah. And again, this is kind of just a mess around class. This is not like a top tier build, but it's a double javelin with a mace and 222. And these javelins are just fun to use. I don't think they're overpowered. I think they can be annoying, but like comparatively to other annoying things in the game, like ballistas and fire pots, they're way less annoying and they're pretty fun to use. So I think it was a good addition to the game. And again, referee, Funland for the new Funland map, and Aragorn from Lord of the Rings. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I really look forward to hearing your feedback and your thoughts. Now again, there's a lot of classes that I have not added to this list, and I will be making more of these videos, such as Halberd, Poleaxe, Great Sword. I love all those weapons, and I will be making more classes for those. But in the meantime, I have been maining this Bardiche class along with this Executioner Sword class. These two are just insanely good guys. So if you want my advice and you're intermediate and looking to become an advanced player, and you really want to just pop off and get high kill games in Frontline, these two right here, you can't go wrong with these. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.